Today's video is about something to look forward to. During the pandemic, I found myself fantasizing about what I look forward to each month, what holiday I look forward to, and my fantasies were usually about how to decorate or how to dress for a certain celebration or a certain holiday. And then it went into what foods, like what different foods I would fantasize about, or what different things that I could go shopping for a certain holiday. So for January, it was New Year's. For February, it was Valentine's Day. For March, it was March break because when I was in school, I really enjoyed traveling on March break. But for most of Toronto, it would be St. Paddy's Day in March that people would be celebrating. For April, it would be Easter, and even though I'm an adult, I still fantasize about creating Easter egg hunts. For May, it would be Mother's Day. For June, it would be Father's Day. For July, it would be Canada Day or American Independence Day. For August, it would be back to school shopping because even though I haven't been in school in a really long time, that time where it's like fall is coming and I start getting more energetic and I feel like being more productive, I still have that itch to go back to school shopping and like go buy like nice pens that I want or try to find some kind of art supply or arts and crafts supply that I'm looking for. And for September, Labor Day long weekend. For October, Canadian Thanksgiving or Halloween, which is a lot of fun to dress up your house or to look for costumes or to make a costume. For November, American Thanksgiving, and for December, Christmas. So all of these holidays, many of them are global, some of them are national, but they're more community and culturally based. So depending on where we are and what group of people we're part of, we would look forward to something different each month to celebrate. We might have a shopping list or like presents to buy for people. And on top of these kind of community-based reasons to celebrate and holidays, then there's, for a family or a group of friends, there's birthdays, right? So every month there's some kind of holiday or something to look forward to. And then on top of that, there's certain months where you're looking forward to your own birthday or a friend's birthday or a loved one's birthday. And that's also something fun to celebrate or to like create some kind of interesting experience or to buy a present that that you've put some thought into or make something. So that's how we can look at our year as something to look forward to each month. And then personally, we can create one day per month where we look forward to something like a self-care day. So this is now we're entering how to make a personal day that we look forward to. So we could have a day for self-care, for prayer or meditation each month. We could have a day for creativity if it's with a group, if it's a family or a group of friends, where there's painting or dancing or arts and crafts. People can create a board game day each month, or a day where they do some kind of marathon, like they could watch all the Harry Potter movies in one day or all the Lord of the Rings movies in one day. And this just helps us look forward to something that we've created. Or if it's something on our own, then it can be, it's just like a personal experience where we're healing or we're contemplating, reflecting, and just taking that time out once each month so that we can recenter and reset ourselves for our coming experiences. And from there, from focusing on something that's once a month, then we can move downward into something that's once a week. So we can look forward to a scheduled phone call with a loved one or a friend where we know we're going to have an interesting conversation, or it's someone that we really look forward to sharing the different things that happened that week with. It could be a family meal, or it could be Something like a bubble bath with essential oils and Epsom salts. It can be some restorative yoga. And I know that, like, I imagine a lot of people would normally go out to yoga classes. Now they're doing yoga at home. And also, there might be many people who go out for massage who are not able to do that right now. So we could have once a week where we're using a foam roller, or we're using tennis balls, or we're using our hands. Like, we can still do our legs and our arms and our stomach, or our jaws and things like that with our hands. And so doing something once a week that we look forward to, that again is kind of like a reset. It could be healing, or if it's social, it's just something that helps us kind of move through our week with like that anticipation feeling, and kind of feeling a little bit excited or enthusiastic about something. And then we can bring it down into a daily experience. So for daily, it might be something like looking forward to your favorite meal. It might be like you really, really enjoy a salad, or you really, really enjoy what you're going to have for dinner, or what you're going to have for breakfast. It could be something like exercising that makes you feel enthusiastic, and it makes you feel that you're looking forward to something that you're doing each day. It might be posting something on Instagram because you'll be interacting with friends, or you'll be interacting with family or a community. It might be the time where you read. You could read something spiritual, or you could be reading just a book that you're excited about. And then for anyone interested, we can also bring this experience down into once per hour. So we have 16 waking hours in the day, and if we bring this experience into once per hour, where for 1 minute per hour, we could do deep breathing, or for 1 to 5 minutes, we could do a little bit of stretching. Or if we sit a lot, we can do stretching, we can do a bit of meditation, or we could talk to God or talk to the universe. And again, it's about, like, our nose might be running. My nose is running a little bit right now. So like, our nose might be running, our mind might be racing, and time might be speeding away from us or getting away from us. And so once per hour, just to kind of come back into our body, to recenter and pull the energies back in, so that we're grounded, and that we feel like we're in control again, where we decide how to spend the next moment. And it's the opposite is also true. So we might have time running away from us because we're multitasking, or we're trying to get work done. And then the opposite can be true, where we're feeling lethargic, we're feeling a little bit down, we don't have much motivation. And the same thing is true for those times, as we taking a minute per hour or 5 minutes per hour to pull our energy back in, to reset, deep breathing, some kind of grounding, stretching. Then instead of feeling lethargic, we can decide, okay, I'm going to invest energy into this activity, because later in the day when I'm going to bed, I'll feel better if I do this activity. So we just remind ourselves that by the end of the day, if we've done this activity, and we can move into it slowly if we're feeling lethargic, if we've done this activity before we go to bed, we're going to feel a little bit better. We're going to wake up in a better mood. And then if things are racing and getting ahead of us, just pulling the energy back in, and it's the same thing. By the end of the day, we'll feel so much better if we're checking in once an hour to just ground and come back to ourselves, so that we can enter our sleep state in a more peaceful place, where our body is in rest and digest, and where we can wake up and feel that we've been in a good place yesterday, and we can continue this today. So having that something to look forward to once an hour, once a day, once a week, once a month, and then social, like celebrations, once a month. This will help us move through our life experiences, and we can be creative, and it can be things that we're doing at home. It can be things we're doing outside that we're planning to look forward to, where during this pandemic and being in lockdown, it's been like one of those experiences where we have to put more thoughtfulness into when we go out, where we're going to go, who we're going to be around, what we're going to be wearing, what safety precautions we're going to be taking. Same thing at home. The safety precautions at home are limiting our kind of movement and our flow and our creativity. So by just planning out like what we're going to look forward to each hour, each day, each week, each month, this helps us just bring mindfulness into the experience